Oopsie. I'm hoping that you can hear me. The good morning, everyone, was from me as it's showing up on my page. I'm not sure if it's my profile or whatever. Good morning, Shaz. Now, just a little bit of explanation because I am monitoring my Boundy page on my iPad. But part of that, the problem is it doesn't keep the comments up. I can't split my screen at the moment because I am monitoring a separate console for blive.b.live so that we can track some errors that are happening. I still can't get my second camera working, and I'm using eCam as that second camera. Wondered if it was my time as you, yes. So, good morning, Marie. How are you? And to Kristen, how are you? Great to see you here on the actual page that is mytimetv.live and potentially YouTube. That part I'm not sure of because with the YouTube, it's not showing up where the source of the videos are now. Okay, so it did have the little taggy things, the little icons, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, or whatever in the back end. Wow, so using eCam, it might seem a little clunky for me managing this, but that's okay. I love the program because I can actually move these things around, like my lovely little camera. That's the second camera. As you can see me moving that around and shifting it all over the place. You can see it's almost like the bouncing ball. Shall we sing along? And I've got it on my forehead. Sorry, I will behave. I'm putting it back there because it needs to be for when I switch the camera around, which I'm about to do. But just before that, what I want to do is remind you, if you're on the Boundy page or the Hypnosis Plus with Ros page or the Live Video Hub page, I can't see your comments in the background, and I'm not looking like I'm not going to be able to monitor it there on the iPad, so it's just too hard. So do click that link. Never get it right. Click the link that says mytimetv.live so that you're in my back comment area. Okay, so it's like this. I can actually show you like I have with Kristen's, and Kathy's. Good morning, and we've got in the notifications. You can't see a notification for YouTube. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with some of that post edit. I have edited my original post to include the mytimetv.link. Should be in the on the Boundy page event thing or wherever it should be, but I'm not sure what it's doing anymore. So just look for that link or search mytimetv.live as the page to go and watch the live from. Doesn't matter if you don't want your comments up on the screen. It's not an issue, is it? You don't really need to be here. Just watch from wherever you are. That is the convenience of having the different locations to cross post to. You can still watch, but I don't see the comments until afterwards when I go back to each of those pages to say hi and thank you for being here. So what we are doing now is the general card reading for the day, our daily reading. It is on YouTube for my Boundy page, my Boundy channel. You can just search YouTube for Boundy and you will see all of those little icons that, what do you call the thumbnails? They call them the thumbnails. So you will see them there. To click on that and watch YouTube, and the comments do come in the background there. I will see them if you're watching on YouTube as well. So YouTube Boundy. We're going to switch this around so that what we're doing is our card reading. It is the Lenormand deck as I've placed there. So it's the Lenormand deck expanded edition. That's the one I'm using. I have got my lovely, beautiful, created, crafted wand there, but I'm not going to use that as a pointer today. What I'm going to do is use my Apple iPencil or whatever thing it's called that goes on the iPad because it's just a little bit closer to me. I've got the table closer with this set up. What we've got here is our 5-card spread, work, energy, home energy. Up the top is the unexpected. Here where the labyrinth is your role, and what we have in the centre is the scythe. I was quite, excited at seeing this because it is the communication around the work. It's actually getting in and nattering and throwing ideas around. What came up to my mind was that brainstorming type thing. Now, when a person is a solopreneur, a lot of those sorts of things are just me, myself, and I. And I have very good conversations when that happens. So I'm actually quite excited about having a meeting with me, myself, and I, and throwing those ideas around and having a natter chatter. It can be anyone around you that you can actually ask for some opinions and ideas around as well if you are a solopreneur person. If you're working, as an employee in a job somewhere, well, it just indicates you're going to be getting along well with some of that. What it used to be called, the water cooler gossip chatter type thing. Don't let it get too loose. I mean, it still needs to be staying on track, more like a brainstorming than just gossip. Okay, so that's my feeling around where the birds card is today in that workspace. So it is more around getting that communication happening. And here we have in the home space too, because I work from home, I'm just getting that, for myself, that it's doing a good job in whatever way, whatever avenue I'm tackling the home space. It's working, it's moving forward, it is being recognised, and it's not necessarily in I'm receiving a bunch of flowers, but it is that acknowledgement and knowing that it's working. We're progressing. It's that thank you. Okay, we do need to actually remember to have that thank you for ourselves. Sometimes we do forget that. So, and I've got Tracy here. Hi, Tracy. Just that quick reminder with that break that hop into that mytimetv.live link if you want your comments in. And I'm going to move it up into the unexpected card there because it is the older man. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be an older man is going to show up in your day, but it's that energy and strength, the masculine, that is proving itself to pop into your day with that style of it is. It's the wisdom era of our life. When I see this older man and the older woman, it is more that crone era for the woman. And what is it for the man? What do they call that? Because I'm not a man, I don't know. Someone might like to pop that one in the comments, have a bit of feedback on that one or discussion, because, we've got maiden mother crone. I know that sort of sequence. What is it for the man? Thought-provoking. So from that, having our own thank you, acknowledging for self how well we're doing, and having that influence pop in the day of that masculine strength, that type of energy that is more on that. Look, I see it as a bit more on the physical level and what we actually do for ourselves in that what is earthy and that type of thing, that it actually does bring forward a bit more of that. Hunter-gatherer type thing. It does give that strength, doesn't it? So, and then we move down into our labyrinth that is our role. And for myself, being a woman, it probably does have those thoughts, the patterning, that the bio, whatever it is that we are with our genetics and stuff, being female, being a woman, that we do think differently, and we'd actually be walking our path slightly differently. And so but it still means that we are all on a path, and we do need to be interacting with other people. And what I see with this, as you can see, there is a man there. There's looks like 3 women actually, but it's still that connectivity with each other in our minds, our thinking, our communication, because we have got communication actually being a focus with our work and our space there, that we do need to work together. And, sometimes it is solving those problems, and our role is being open to actually asking for help if we need to, but having the eyes, ears, all our senses ready to move on, move forward, check out what is the next section of our pathway to actually gain that goal in the center of rest, peace, meditation, whatever it is. Because labyrinth really is around that focus on the path, focus on the emotions and feelings. That's when you do labyrinth work. And it is an inner meditation in silence as you're moving around the that patterning. And I just noticed really how, as I'm doing that, I'm looking away from the cards. That's why I actually do place myself there, isn't it? So that I'm actually looking up and at the cards. So sometimes we learn our lessons by that type of, elimination. Oh, yeah, just a glance. Here we go now up to the center where the outcome is. And we actually do have our side there. And as I'm looking at that, what we've got, there is a little bit of work involved in handling a scythe. It is the car, it doesn't work by itself. It's not mechanized. Although we have mechanized harvesters and stuff like that to harvest our wheat and our grains and crops, this is more, it takes that physical personal action to actually create this harvest. And what you're doing is the work has been done, mate, to this point, but you still have that final little piece that you need to put into action for yourself and gain that harvest. And by the end of the day, it's what you have done, isn't it? You've actually harvested and created that wonderful product, that whatever it is that you're feeling, that you're gaining from your day to the end of it in that evening reflection, I suppose. I mean, which of us does like to actually complete a little list in our minds of, I was meant to do this, 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 this. Oh, bugger, forgot to do that, didn't get time to do that. So, yeah, sometimes that happens. Oh, and I just realised I've had that scroller all the time. Oopsie, there's another learning curve. Turn it off first because normally it distracts me, but I have to say I have actually been distracted. I have actually had a different level of distraction with having to track some things as a separate issue this morning. So, Shaz, yes, so you're saying it's baby, adolescence, baby. I love that. Yes. baby, child, adolescent, do they ever grow up? Sorry, did I say that? Lord, they're lovely beings. We wouldn't be without our men. Well, most of us wouldn't be. It's still a necessity, a requirement in life, isn't it? We are partnering with wonderful energies, both our masculine and feminine sides and our masculine and feminine physicals. So it's just lovely to be alive. I know things are difficult at the moment for many of us, but taking those deep breaths and having the right perspective, the understanding, taking in from our heart space what our understanding is. What we do want to have as our focus. And I'm just going to move that over there. It was annoying me. So do create for yourself what is your space, what is your focus, where you feel from the heart space that you're needing to move into. Be guided by your spiritual connections in whatever way that it is going to create that place and space to optimize and have you being the best person that you can be. We all do have different, each and every one of us is unique and individual. None of us are going to have the same life plans or soul contracts. So be aware of that and learn what yours is. And the spiritual connection and guidance that we each have helps us to get to that point. They are interesting cards today. Watch back tonight and reflect on the day. That's a good idea, a really good plan. Wonderful suggestion, Tracy. So for those of you who are able to watch the replay, it is here as a replay and doesn't go away. So I don't take it down. It certainly is still going to be on the YouTube. I do edit the thumbnail for the YouTube. It's all I do in editing. And the rest of it is watch it any time that you want to. Now, I'm just going to put a little reminder here, which I haven't loaded up yet, is just, again, for that reminder of the All Things Lenormand that I do on the Sunday nights with people. And you will have the link pop up now as far as in the chat streams. I'm assuming it does go into the YouTube chat stream as well. I have no idea if it's turning up in my page. It's looking like it probably does from what I saw just here. It's showing up as Ros Boundy. So I think there's certain places that you will see it. Yes, the mytimetv.live page, which is the one you're looking at if I can see your comments, and etc. Look, if you've got any questions, just ask away in my messenger. I tend to get back to those fairly quickly. And it's wonderful to have you here. Thank you very much for being present. I've just got to take a screenshot now of what has occurred there for this error tracking opportunity. And we'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And just trying to think if I've left anything out. Yeah, if I have, apologies. But, I just love it to come here and share with you guys and continue being the best person that you can be. I mean, yes, I just love that. Just sharing and being the best person that we can be. And I'll catch